take our statement and go. We don't care. Doesn't matter.
Let me stop. Let me see this. How many turnovers? 4?
Good evening and welcome to the post-game press conference here at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup Group A action. China winning tonight over Puerto Rico 95-60. We are joined by coach Jerry Batista and player Trinity San Antonio. We will first start with a comment from Trinity.
Today was a good day. Shot the ball well. Started out with this morning getting in the gym with Thaida and her instilling confidence in me to shoot really translated, and then just to have their support helped me further prolong the game. So thankful to them and the love they give me. So go team.
And coach?
Good evening to everybody, and today we are more focused on the game on tomorrow than in this game today. That's the truth. But I think we did a good job. Our plan was to rotate everybody and to not to play too many minutes for our players. So we did that, and in the same time I think we did a good job, especially in the second half with them. That they are a great team, one of the favorite teams to be in the medals. So I think we did a good job.
Okay, we will open it up. Questions for Trinity first. Please raise your hand, state your name and your affiliation.
Doug Farnberg, the Associated Press. Trini, how much of the game you played today help you with confidence for tomorrow's game, which actually, as Coach said, is a lot more important in a sense than today's?
Hi, Doug. Just the reps, I believe, will help me tomorrow. Knowing where I'm comfortable shooting, knowing where I can get to, the physicality of what tomorrow's going to look like, and the pace. So just good preparation for good reps.
Hi, Evan Harding, FIBA World Basketball. Trinity, how much confidence have you taken out of Puerto Rico's sort of breakout performance during this World Cup?
Hi, Evan. The confidence, actually going into the first game, I didn't know that it was going to be, we were going to make history. So after we got in the locker room and things got a little emotional, I started to really gravitate towards like what it is we're actually doing and the why we actually do this. So just from that moment on, I realized it was bigger than me and therefore that I'm playing for something bigger. So yeah, just made me happy. Yeah.
And we have a Zoom question.
Buenas noches, buenas tardes, allá, Rodríguez de Podcast desde la línea, coach. ¿Cómo se prepara para este partido que básicamente es una final no contra Corea en menos de 24 horas? Y si Trinity quiere tener mucho más participación en este partido más importante.
He's asking about the preparation for tomorrow's game. I think that, for the past couple of days, all our focus has been in Korea, not in China, not anybody else. Our focus in the past 2 days has been on them, watching video, watching them, showing to the, practicing what they're doing and trying to get prepared. They are a good team. We have been planning this for the past couple of days, so I think we're going to be ready for tomorrow. And the thing about Trinity, I think first I'm so proud of her. She's 18 years old, so the way that she's like playing in this kind of tournament is great for an 18-year-old. She's making her debut in FIBA. So when you do your debut in these kind of tournaments and you perform like she has been doing, that's great. So probably she will have more participation for tomorrow's game.
Do we have any more questions for Trinity? Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Trinity, along those lines, how much can you take back to school from this experience? Playing against the best in the world, no offense to the college, but I don't think you see players like this at that level.
Yeah, Jerry and my coach are actually best friends. But just I think the knowledge and how people are able to pick me up and how I can go back and kind of share that with them, as well as the physicality of it. Like out here, you can get punched in the face and you have to keep playing. And just instilling that grit when I get home and still continuing to work on the things I need to work on, building strength, because I know I'm not the strongest, I know I'm not the tallest, but there's things that I can do that other people can't. So just when I get back home, making sure I push the other girls to do what they're good at, as well as advance what I'm good at.
And we have another Zoom question. You may go.
We didn't, he's asking about our defensive, like we were like a little bit standing on defense. We never play zone at all. We don't play zone. We played zone the whole game. That's one of the things that we don't do, maybe to change the momentum of a game. But, we were trying to save some legs in this game. So we tried to do our best with China playing zone instead of going woman-to-woman defense. So I know for sure that we're going to be better tomorrow on defense, and we know for sure that we need to, because Korea is good and they move and they move and they move. So we need to get better on doing that. And our focus, as I say, is that on them. So we're going to be prepared for them.
Any more questions for Trinity? If not, we'll let her go and then open up questions for the coach, if there are some as well. No more questions?
Thank you.
Okay, so that's going to conclude the first part of our press conference. Thank you, guys. Welcome back to the post-game press conference. China beating Puerto Rico 95-60. And we are joined by Coach Zheng Wei and number 14, Li Yuiru. We would first like to start with Li. Can you give us some comments about the game?
我觉得本场比赛我们就是对对方的重点人做出了研究吧，然后也是对他们的特点进行了限制。我觉得这一点是我们这一点做好了，是我们今天赢下比赛的关键。
The important thing for this game is we studied their key players and we made up the strategies and against their team. And this is the important thing how we can win the game.
And Coach?
这个赛程大家都知道非常密集，所以连续比赛对球员的消耗应该是比较大的，所以我们要更多的球员参与进来。所以我们今天就是12个人都上场。我觉得总体来看就是表现还不错，但是在某些阶段里头打得没有那么默契，所以我们可能下来还需要那个总结和改进，再调整，争取一场比一场打得更好。
Firstly, the game schedule is a little bit tight, and we have game every day, and it makes our players a little bit tired, exhausted. But mainly we're still good. And in a few moments during the game, our players in our court didn't cooperate well with each other, but finally they played well in the end.
Great, thank you. And now we will open up questions to Li. So for the player, if anyone has any questions, please just state your name and your affiliation. You can say it in Mandarin and he will translate in English or vice versa.
我高傲腾讯体育，然后想问一下李月如，就是因为明天这场是小组赛的最后一场，然后在小组赛之后的话，就是每场都是硬战，然后想从你这边还有从队员这里心态和各方面对明天的这个比利时场比赛的应战什么感觉？
And we'll just translate it.
Tomorrow's game is the last game in the group phase, and later we'll face two the really hard games. And how do we prepare for the next two games?
我觉得从明天开始就是一场比一场更困难了吧，然后我们也会相对的做出更多的心理准备和身体准备。然后从我自己这一点来说，我这几场比赛都遇到了各种各样的困难，然后也出现了很多问题。我觉得从我自己这自身总结，然后也希望下一场开始能够展现出一个更好的我，然后把这些问题都解决，然后很多该有的就是比如说我擅长的东西，我要去做得更好，然后不纠结于我现在出现的问题了。
The next two games will be harder and harder for us, and she will prepare mentally and physically, try to prepare more better. And in the last three games, and she facing the different difficulties, but she will try to getting better and improve herself.
Any more questions for Li? If you want, you may leave or you can stay. So now we'll open it up to questions for the coach.
Hey, Coach, Doug Feinberg of the Associated Press. Your team is fun to watch. I think you had 39 assists on 41 baskets tonight, which is very, very efficient. Can you talk about how pleased you are with the offense and how efficient it is?
说我们队有很多的助攻，然后之后打了整体篮球，然后之后问你对怎么比赛怎么看
Just how efficient the offense is getting 39 assists on 41 baskets.
Yeah.
Is she pleased with that?
就是说您对我们这场比赛有很多的助攻，然后数据上很多助攻，然后打了整体篮球，你感觉你高兴吗？
那个其实这就是我们训练的要求，也是我们球队的风格，所以我们一直是这样训练的。我们上一场那个对美国的时候，比赛完了以后我就说了，那个虽然那场球我们虽然打得也很精彩，但是呢，就是美国让我们的助攻才10几次，所以我们没有打出，我们在某一个阶段打得很着急，所以我们没有打出我们的整体。但是今天我们又改进了，所以我们这样去做，所以今天我觉得这一点做得非常好。
And from today's game, we have many assists. This is how we play the basketball. This is how we doing in the practice every day. And the last game we played USA, and we only have over 10 assists, and we didn't really quite play the team basketball in that game. And after that, we analyzed the game after we finished the game with the USA. And today's game, she think we play good and back to normal.
Any more questions? So that will conclude our post-game press conference. China. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yep.
郑智您好，我是新华社记者。今天看到在这个第二节后半段的时候，您尝试让这个两位中锋哈都同时上场搭档了一段能不能讲讲这是什么样的一种，就是为今后赛程是不是做一些战术考虑？另外就是再谈谈明天的比赛，明天这个比利时队也锁定了8强席位，当然奥运会也碰过他啊。
我刚才前面讲了，因为这个赛程非常密集，所以我们需要那个所有的人都参与。当然就是他要不同的那个阵容去搭配。因为大家都知道，虽然我们有2个那个优秀的大个球员，但是呢，我们那个韩旭可以打4号位，所以我们会尝试这样去做。因为他们回来的时间虽然很短，但是我们也在训练里头去练习了，所以今天有机会我们就尝试这样去做。就后面的比赛，就每场都会很艰苦，因为大家实力水平都很接近，所以我觉得就是尤其是在体能方面也是一个考验。所以我觉得我们还是回去要快点休息，尽快调整过来，完了对后面的比赛做好充分的困难准备，就是争取就是说把每一场比赛都打好。
And I believe we have a Zoom question.
Hello, can you hear me? Yes. I'd like to ask a couple of questions to the coach and to the player. To the coach, your initial thoughts about facing off against Belgium, and for the player, I believe you're familiar with a couple of players having played with them before in the WNBA. Is it an advantage for you that you'll be facing off against them tomorrow, knowing that you're kind of familiar with how at least Emma and Julie play?
他说明天打比利时有几个队员在 WNBA 打，然后我们对他们是否了解，怎么备战？
比利时应该说我们在这2年也碰的比较多，应该说还是非常了解的。他们有很多就是优秀的球员。我觉得这场比赛明天会很艰苦吧，我们会做好充分的困难准备，也会做好应对。
And in this years we play many games with the team Belgium. We think we know them inside out, and tomorrow's game will be a hard game, and we will fully prepared for the tomorrow's game.
Are there any more questions?
I was follow up on Furley. It's about the familiarity. Is it going to be an advantage for you that you're familiar with playing with Emma against Emma and Julie for tomorrow, knowing that you have been practicing with them in the WNBA?
明天他说指定队友，2队友我就是比较了解。明天就让比赛。
我觉得我们在美国的时候是队友，然后我们也会现在为各自队伍而战，也会尽我们自己的全力吧。然后可能我们双方都很了解，但是我跟他们2个其实不会真正的对到位。然后我也希望我们两个人都我们3个人都能为各自的队伍展现最好的实力，以最好的一面去对抗。
Yeah, of course, we are the teammates, but we will not match up during the game, and we will fight for our own teams and our own countries. Hopefully, we can have good games tomorrow.
Well, thank you very much. That concludes our post-game press conference between China and Puerto Rico. China winning 95-60. Thank you, Coach. Thank you.